A very good morning to everyone. Welcome to Build Our Planet Show. Today we have with us our head of RCU for L&T Finance, Ms. Akanksha Saxena, and a very dear friend of mine. So, how do you feel to be on the show, Akanksha?
I'm feeling amazing, Ayushi, to be part of this platform. First of all, thank you for inviting me to be a part of this chat show. I've been following all the conversations that you have done through this platform, and I must say that I think it has helped us build a really great perspective in the organization about planet and otherwise what's happening at fintech at scale. Especially for our branch employees who are far off and may not be part of the town halls, it has definitely helped them gather more intelligence about what's happening in head office. So great to be a part of this forum and looking forward to all the conversations that will happen in future.
Thank you so much, Akanksha. I think definitely that is our objective, to help us reach to all our employees, be from field or from the dealerships, wherever they are seeing this. And today we are going to engage on a very interesting topic about how to not just prevent fraud, but how to enable growing our businesses. That is the theme for the show. For an organization like us with 2 crore plus customer base, which is completely retail in nature, and that is where RCU plays a big role in not just managing risk, as I said, but also about building a very healthy portfolio for the company. So moving on to the first question, as all our listeners are there and they want to understand, when we think about our employees, what do you think first thing comes to your mind, or what do you like to say to them for managing risk from an employee perspective in an ever changing financial sector like us?
Very interesting question, Ayushi. But before I get into the answer to this question, let me go to the genesis of why do we feel that managing risk is extremely important for each and every employee of our organization. Even though their primary role could be doing sales, collections, operations, credit, anything, and we have specific teams to manage risk, still what is the role that every employee can play? So in my opinion, every employee who is at the forefront in field, managing customers, partners, agencies, etc., is actually playing a role of first line of defense for the organization. They are the vast touch point for us when it comes to external market. So if they are the ones who are assessing the risk and managing it, our self-defense will definitely be enhanced and our ability to manage any uncertainty will be better. So that's the genesis why I feel that managing risk is not just the job of certain departments, but every employee has a role to play in this. Coming to the second part of your question, that what's our expectation and what's the advice that we can give to our employees in this risk management paradigm? I think first and foremost, I would say acquire knowledge to all the changes that are happening around you, whether it's processes, policies, technology, systems. Only when you are aware of what's the latest thing, you can stay guarded against those. Second, definitely follow processes, do not take shortcuts, and if at all you are not very clear about what to do, take help. Do not shy away from asking questions to the right people. And last but not the least, if you observe anything which you feel puts our portfolio at risk or something that can do any damage to our reputation or to our portfolio, definitely highlight it to the right set of people. So I think if you follow these 3 things, that should be sufficient for our employees. And if I have to sum it up in Sachet Kumar's language, who is our risk awareness mascot, I would say, Jankar baniye, savdhan rahiye.
I think the way, Akanksha, that you have simplified things is, I believe the 3 points add so much value, and if each employee really follows in these 3 ways, then we could definitely, I would believe, be free from all kind of frauds or risk in the future. And for again, organization like us, not having retail, even rural business in line, what do you think some of the top factors that should be looked or considered when looking at preventing or better managing risk in this business lines? And as you rightly added about Sachet Kumar, which is, I guess, helping all of us in understanding what is risk, how to mitigate risk. So what do you think will be the role of Sachet Kumar, or what are the objectives that you're trying to achieve through this? So these are the 2 questions that I have.
So I'll answer your second question first, which is around Sachet Kumar, and then maybe come back to your first question. Sachet Kumar, who is our mascot for risk awareness, I think the objective with which he has been established is to spread awareness around recurrent modus operandi, any emerging pattern in the market for which we should be aware. The whole idea is about that employees can remain protected and guarded only when they are aware of what's happening in the market. So I am sure that all of you are following Sachet Kumar, and if not, please do so. It's for your own safety and security. Now I will come back to the first part, which is around what are the aspects of risk control in our Lakshya journey. So as most of us have seen, risk management is one of the pillars of our Lakshya plan. And when it comes to retail, retail is all about scale. Retail will have breadth, retail will have depth. You will have tons of data attributes and millions of records of customer. You will definitely have noise, but you need to have ability to understand this data and interpret it for a better decision making. So in my opinion, three things that we can definitely take into account when it comes to risk control. First is, how do we build ability to acquire, process and interpret this huge amount of data? Data can help you decide where to go, where not to go. Data can tell you which customer you have to lend, which customer you don't have to lend. So if we interpret this data in the right manner, we will be having a better portfolio and thus better profitability also. Just to quote some examples, so let's just take one example, that as we stand today, we have about 1600 rural branches and about 200 other branches. So if data analytics can help us segregate these branches into high risk, medium risk, low risk branches, where we will be able to understand where we have to go and where probably we can ignore on a shorter period of time. It will help us sharpen our risk triggers and take better decisions. Maybe another example in this regard could be segregating our customers into various categories. So let's just take example, a customer who has probably a 6 months bureau vintage with a two-wheeler or a personal loan trade line will be very, very different from any customer who has a 4-year trade line with probably a home loan being the dominant trade line. So if you know your customer risk classification, you can define better journeys, you can define better offers, and you can create delight for those customers. So that will be the first aspect. Second is, as we move towards retail, how do we use this information and data to build early warning signals for us to act and react in an appropriate manner? Definitely if you detect something early, your ability to manage any kind of financial damage because of that issue will be better. You will be able to control and contain the damage that's going to happen to you. So as we know, time is the essence, so early warning signals is second part that I think is very important for any retail business. And the third thing is about acquiring ability to manage the new age risks that are happening in the market. And when I say new age risk, I would mean cyber risk and digital risks. The world is really moving very fast in this segment, and specifically fraudsters are moving very fast. So we need to actually try to stay ahead of them and acquire latest technology to guard LTFS against those attacks. So these three things would be, I think, pertinent when it comes to managing risk for building our fintech at scale.
So I think what I could understand is the role of data is becoming not just very important when we think about business or lending, but also for controlling the risk. And as you last point you called upon the digital risk, and we have now launched plan, it's been 17-18 months. We are definitely seeing a lot of uptick from a business point of view or from a customer servicing point of view. But how do you think can it help in not just scaling business or helping us to deliver fintech at scale, but also help somewhere RCU team in managing risk for the portfolio of our customers?
This is very close to my heart, I would say. For me, Planet is next gen LTF. Planet is something that will open many more avenues for us in future. And probably we don't have a choice. The external world is changing so fast, where the customer's expectations are that everything should be available on fingertips. In this context, it is something that we must do. I believe every product will have its own life cycle and an adaptation period, but everybody will move towards it. Now when it comes to managing fraud risk using Planet, I feel Planet will definitely help us sharpen the fraud risk triggers. With a lot of external integrations and in-app features, Planet will be able to provide us high risk indicators, negative flags, in fact patterns that you can see from various data that we collect through Planet. So our ability to sharply define triggers and act in a very pinpointed manner will improve with Planet. Essentially, if I have to sum it up and simplify, I think it will enhance the effectiveness of RCU team if we use Planet in the right manner.
I think that is very good to hear from you, Akanksha, because definitely the kind of data now that we are able to generate and the customer behavior that we are able to get through Planet, and if we use in the right way, that will also help us in building a better book in the future. And that is where our perspective is always to get more customers to download the app and to keep using the app and engaging with us. Also, yes, sure.
I thought I'll just add one more flavor to this. While we are talking about how do we manage fraud risk using Planet, Planet will play one more role in our journey. Planet will help us achieve the scale in a much more faster manner. We could have opened a lot of branches, lot of DSAs and lot of channel partners who would have helped us gather business, but with Planet being there, which is a channel where there is no human being required, I think our ability to pick up scale and reach to the goal that we have set ourselves for Lakshya will be much, much better.
Definitely, and we'll all work towards that. So we all are geared for our Lakshya plans, and as we are seeing the numbers rolling out, it's clear that we are going to prepone the plan. And when we think about this, definitely RCU has a big role to play. So what do you think will be RCU's plan, or what support will RCU be able to provide to help us achieve these goals well in advance?
So I think RCU has a very interesting role to play in this Lakshya journey. It's a twofold role. So at one hand, we are the enablers for our business colleagues and all other colleagues, where we are ready to give you a confidence that not only you can run in this race, but probably gear up and increase your speed as we go about this marathon. And we are there to guard towards any external threat. On the other hand, organization has also given us another task, which is to actively keep on looking for any internal threats or any internal risk which is posed to our portfolio, and as and when it is found, quickly weed it out. So in a way, it's very similar to the motto of Mumbai Police, which is Sad Rakshanay, Khal Nigranay, which I mean to protect the good and to destroy evil. So I would say we are the friends for anybody who has the best intent and who would want to grow along with company in the right manner. At the same hand, we will have a tough stance for people who are posing any threat to our portfolio. So that will be for me the role of RCU.
I think that is the best way that you have described, and I'm sure that will help us to definitely achieve our goals faster and help us scale our businesses in the right way. Now something which is very close to my heart, and that I got to know that we'll be coming up very soon with Hackathon 4.0. And this time you will be running the show, and especially with Sachet Kumar as one of the leading actor, I would say, in this. So would you like to throw some light, because people are actually very excited to hear about this and they would like to know more from you.
Okay, all right. I think over next few days, probably more details will definitely roll out on this initiative. Probably I can give some hints. So definitely, as Ayushi mentioned, Hackathon will be back. And this time, Sachet Kumar will be the one who will be running the show. Definitely with Sachet Kumar being there on the show, you can understand that it's going to be about managing the fraud risk and all other areas around it. So I'm really looking forward to more and more employees to be part of this initiative, and hopefully it will match up the expectations that Hackathon has set up.
That definitely. So once again, looking forward is the right word. I would say that we all are, and who will be the winner, I think that will be even more interesting to see. So giving some highlight on Planet, as we always do. So very happy to share with you all that today we have got 57 lakh customers who are there on the Planet with us. We have been able to do 500 crores plus payments on this platform, and we achieved 85 lakh plus servicing interactions. Not just that, we have 2000 crores plus business done through this. And this has all happened because of the support from all the teams across India. So thank you very much. And we'll always keep needing your support and help to grow this Planet and all our businesses. So thank you so much, Akanksha, for making it happen.
Thank you, Aishi. The pleasure is all mine.
And again want to tell all of you that Star of Planet is going to come very soon. So hoping to keep you all engaged, and we'll keep coming up with new series, and also with Hackathon 4.0 coming. Looking forward to see good responses from that. Thank you so much.